Hi, it's a great day because it is available the opportunity to come right in your living room, your car, your office, or wherever you are watching this broadcast from. BISHOPEruohi is my name, and I want to officially welcome you to the Love Unfiltered podcast. Now, I want to thank everyone who took out time to join the live session last week, Monday, and I trust God that today we're going to have another wonderful, interesting moment, on this Love Unfiltered podcast. And so today I'm going to be addressing a group of persons, and that's those who say, "Oh wow, you know what? We found our life partner, and we are planning for our wedding, our big day. Wow! Congratulations, congratulations, a very big congratulations. But however, I just want to stop by to say a few things because I noticed that we now live in a generation of people who would rent a hall, hire an event planner, book the best photographer, but guess what? Would never buy a book on marriage or attend counseling session. As far as they're concerned, they are in love, and that's all that matters. So we are in love. We just want to get married. There's no need for counseling sessions, and there's no need to read anything up on marriage. Just jump in, hop in. But guess what? You took out time to research the best hall. You took out time to research the best photographer. You took out time to research the best event planner. You took out time to research the best MC, the trending wedding gown, the suit, the shoes, the bridal train, everything that is trending. You took out time to research them. But the very thing that is the most important, which is the journey itself, you never took out time to research about what is expected of you, what to expect, how to comport yourself, and how to just get things done. So you are budgeting 5 million for decor, but zero cover for wisdom, 2 million for outfit, but no investment in understanding, 500K for cake, but you can't digest the truth about commitment. You know nothing about commitment and what is expected of when it comes to commitment. Guess what? Now it's you are just about the event. You are just about the event, but not after the life that comes after the event. And now many people who are in this category jump into marriage, and just 3 months into marriage, they are asking, so is this what marriage is all about? To them, they think marriage is a scam. They think this thing is just a sham. This wasn't what they told me. I wasn't prepared for all of these shenanigans that are coming through. But you see, if you had budgeted even as little as 10K, 20K, or even 50K to acquire knowledge, to know what is expected of you, you will realize that some of the surprises that are hitting you now, you would have been prepared for them. Because the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 24, verse 3, it says, by wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. Can I tell you the simple truth? You cannot use event planning to sustain a covenant. The earlier people understand that marriage is not a contract, marriage is not a trend, marriage is not a modern invention, marriage is a covenant. You see, you outsourced everything to an event planner, the venue, everything, that you don't want to bother yourself about that. But you see, you cannot outsource the running of the marriage to an event planner. You cannot outsource living with your partner to an event planner. You will need wisdom. You will need knowledge. You will need understanding to be able to sustain that aspect of it. You can outsource the event, but you cannot outsource the life. That's one thing people fail to realize. You can outsource the event, which is just a 1 or 2 day thing, the traditional marriage, and then of course the wedding day. The life after this tradition and the wedding, you cannot outsource that to an event planner. As a matter of fact, you can even get housemaid, to do the chores in the home. But the life, being a married person, you cannot outsource that. That is something you will have to deal with by yourself. And then let me quickly just even address the second categories of people who are preparing for marriage. And when you tell them about marriage seminars, counseling, and all of that, they are quick to retort to say that our parents never attended any marriage seminar and they lived well, they did well, in their time. I remember somebody once asking me who was the first marriage counselor in the world and who organized the first marriage seminar. How many people attended the marriage seminar? What year did it happen? And blah, 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 and all the yada, 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 yada. Now, the truth is this. Yes, our parents, most of them never attended marriage seminars. Most of them never really had marriage counselors or attended a marriage counseling sessions. But guess what? They had elders to counsel them. Yes, not foolish elders. They had wise elders to counsel them. They had, number two, they had a community. But guess what we have these days? We have TikTok coaches. Our parents had patience. But guess what we have these days? We have pride. At the slightest provocation, we will rather protect our ego than to protect the sanctity of our marriage and our union. We have our ego to protect at the expense of the sanctity of our marriage. Our parents had patience, but we have pride. They had commitment, but guess what? We have convenience. The slightest argument, the other partner is packing his or her things and say, you know what, I didn't sign up for this. My mental health, my peace of mind is very important to me. And I jokingly said to someone that I was counseling some time ago, and I said, if our parents had run or if they had run at the slightest provocation, either from our father or from our mother, some of us would not have been given birth to, because the marriage would have, been dissolved without us, coming to life. But you see, they had a sense of commitment. They may not have fully sorry for that break in transmission there. For those who are watching outside Nigeria, the power source just went off, and of course, that. So our parents didn't fully understand what they were going into, but they had a sense of commitment to ensuring that they make it work. So they had commitment, but guess what? We have convenience. They may not have studied marriage, but they were submitted to wisdom. They may not have attended any seminar, but they were submitted to the elders that were around them who were giving them counsel. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15, it says, The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. He said, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. The truth is, one of the things that will sustain your marriage are the things you learn and learned early. Yes, of course, marriage is a journey that you learn on the go. But you see, there are some certain things you ought to know before you even embark on the journey in the first place. And counseling affords you the opportunity and opens your eyes to even the red flags that you are ignoring. Counseling helps you ask the difficult questions that probably you would not even think of asking. So what I'm simply saying is that I'm happy you are planning to get married. I'm happy you have found your spec. I'm happy you have found the one that gives you that joie de vivre kind of feeling. But I'm simply saying that as you are making investment for the big day, which is the wedding or the traditional marriage, I need you to make some investment into knowledge, into wisdom. Invest in wisdom so that you can be armed with what you need to know, because marriage is sweet, but for you to truly enjoy marriage and for marriage to be sweet for you, you've got to be armed with some basic knowledge. You cannot sustain the life after the wedding with event planning. Thank God the MC, the comedian, was able to make you guys and make everyone laugh on the day of the event. But guess what? You cannot sustain having an MC to make you laugh in your home every day. So the onus will not be on you to navigate from there. Haven't you noticed that after the wedding, when everything is over, everybody goes back to their respective homes and you are left alone with that your partner? It's your choice that you've made. And guess what? You are left alone to enjoy everything that comes with that choice that you made. Because as you enter marriage, the first thing you realize that love is not a feeling, that love is a commitment. In other words, you chose to, it's a decision, it's a choice. That regardless, I chose to spend the rest of my life with this person. And that's why there are hard truths, there are hard questions you must ask yourself, and there are hard truths that you must tell yourself if you truly want to embark on this journey and enjoy it. So whilst you are planning for the hall and every other thing, I need you to make some reasonable investment in wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Because trust me, somewhere in this journey of marriage, you are going to be needing it. There are many people who jumped this stage and this process, and today they are running helter skelter. Some of them have become victim of circumstances. Some of them their lives are not better. There's nothing to write home, about their marriages. Some of them is just a sham. Some of them, they are still in some marriages because if they leave now, people will tell them that we told you at the beginning, and that's the reason some persons are still in their marriage. So there are couples that are living like roommates, not as couples, not as partners. But you see, the right knowledge before time will train you and arm you for what to expect. There are people who enter don't even know what to expect. They don't know what is expected of them. I remember a lady saying to me that she never knew that marriage would require her to be cooking almost every week. That she didn't sign up for this. The right knowledge before time would have prepared you for that. One mistake people make is that they think marriage started or marriage starts the day you exchange vows. No, marriage started whilst you were still single. So the things you did and didn't do will become the foundation upon which you are going to build your marriage upon. So you cannot afford to do things anyhow whilst you are still single and just expect everything to fall in place for you now that you are married. And to those who are not yet married, this is coming to you as wisdom before time, that you put your life together, get your act together, so that at the end of the day, everything about your life, your relationship, your marriage will be profitable to you in marriage. Because those who jump in without knowledge are regretting. Most of marriage so that your life can be better for it. If you have any questions, I'd like you to please DM me. And for those who need counseling, to book a counseling session, DM me and then we can work something out. I want you to enjoy marriage. I want you to, be happy as you enter this wonderful institution that was created by God. This is where we draw the curtain for today. So I come your way again, same time, same social media handles. This is me saying to you that marriage can be sweet, it can be heaven on earth. That your foundation matters a lot. Feel free to reach me. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.